Socialist Fraternal Kiss by Jorge Vertozu. When I saw this painting, my first reaction was confusion. It's a storm of color and movement, thick brushstrokes, overlapping shapes, and no clear outline. Your eyes don't really know where to rest. That visual tension is the first clue. Vertozu wants us to feel the discomfort that the painting is about. If you look near the top, you can start to notice two shapes that resemble faces, locked together. At first they look abstract, but then you see what they're doing. They're kissing. That's when the title comes in. Vertozu took inspiration from the Socialist Fraternal Kiss, this ritual amongst communist leaders that was supposed to symbolize friendship and unity. But here, it feels like the opposite, forced and almost even violent. The red figure on the right immediately stands out. It dominates the composition. Red here isn't just a color, it's an ideology. It represents communism, control, and power. However, if you follow the blue figure on the left, you notice how parts of it extend into yellow segments that slip into the red area. Those yellow fragments cut through and blend with the red, almost like influence spreading rather than a literal coil. That contact feels uneasy, seductive but invasive. It's kind of like Vertozu's way of showing betrayal, the kiss of Judas. So, what at first seems like an embrace actually feels like contamination, two forces merging in tension rather than harmony. If we move to the center of the canvas, the paint itself tells parts of the story. Vertozu usually separates clean figures from messy backgrounds, but here he lets the chaos bleed inside the shapes. You can see small dots, quick lines, and even strokes. That painterly noise breaks any sense of calm. It's like the tension of a system that constantly invades your private space. Your eyes keep wandering, searching for order that never comes. And the faces, they're not human in a soft or emotional way. They look like masks, almost demonic. Vertozu was inspired by African masks used by artists like Picasso and Matisse. That stylization strips away individuality. These aren't people anymore. They're symbols of ideology. Their kiss becomes mechanical and almost cruel instead of intimate. Even the color relationships add meaning. Where red meets yellow, the tones blur into an uneasy orange. Not harmony, but contamination. The background is darker, and that makes the figure feel like they're pushing out of a heavy, confined space. That claustrophobic feeling connects to Vertozu's idea of the choky atmosphere of socialism. The loss of air, privacy, and sincerity. So, for me, Socialist Fraternal Kiss isn't about communism. It's about how power hides behind gestures of unity. Vertozu uses abstraction to expose something very human, and it's how affection can become performative and how control often disguises itself as closeness. By the end, the painting almost forces you to ask, when does unity stop being a connection and start becoming a cage?